Welcome to LinkedIn Turbochargers for July the 11th. Oh my gosh, can you believe we're almost halfway through the month already? So today I wanted to talk specifically about buffer and how you can do create posts. I'm all about one-to-many. So I try to find ways to send messages out to as many people as possible, one message at a time. So I'm going to take you into my buffer here. And that's the first thing I want to go over with you today. Let's see if I've got my buffer open. I had it open a little earlier. Let's see if we can get it. Okay, I will just open it. There we are, log in. So this platform of this buffer is free. So you don't have to pay anything for this, it's free. The only caveat is you can only do 9 posts a month, okay? To the next level, then they charge you $5 per platform that you have connected. So on the free, you can have 3 platforms connected. So I've got my link if you want, and connect those 3 up to the platform. And then you can create posts to go out every day, and they can be inspirational posts, links, so people can go and sign up for your upcoming workshops. And so these are more personal to you, okay? So think about all that. Maybe you want to sell one of your books in a post, right? So you have a post. So I'll show you these posts that I've got set up. I set these posts up today. I've got one was set up for today, and it's going to come out later tonight. I think it's scheduled time. So it's actually going to come out at 9 o'clock my time tonight. And this is the post. So I've got 3. One's on LinkedIn, one's on Facebook, one's on Twitter. It just says, have you been stuck in broke mode for way too long? Pays you handsomely, exclamation mark. You need to check this out. And so then I've got my little link there. And then I've got 5 hashtags. Now we need to use hashtags. Big search engine, and there's your regular SEO search engine. Cool, great. And once you start using those hashtags, then you've got the search engines on LinkedIn has those 2 different types of search engine, memorizes those hashtags. So then when you start to type them in on all your posts on LinkedIn, then LinkedIn remembers them. And you just put hashtag, type hashtag in the letter L, because I've got some with marketing and some with LinkedIn. And they automatically pop up, and then I just can click on it and add it to my post. But until then, just copy your hashtags, have them saved somewhere where you can picture I did on Canva. And I really stress it. Well, actually, if we have time after this, we'll go into Canva, okay? And I'll show you how to set up these. So if you set up a thumbnail, like the thumbnails you put on, you see my videos that I save and I send you the link. Well, those are thumbnails that I put on the top of those. More professional, and it gives you a little bit more information so you know which recording you're opening. So then people can click on this link. So that's this. So all these posts are for my acquisition, because my mission is to help alleviate world poverty. So then tomorrow I've got this post that's scheduled to go out, right? And then Wednesday I've got another post that is there. Would you like to get paid daily for just $10 a month? Here's the key. And then I've got my URL. And same with down here. I have a different picture for down here. And you can see, do the things that most people won't do when you don't feel like doing them. You will have the things that most people won't have. It's one of my favorite posts from Ziggy. And then on Friday, I've got another post scheduled to go out. It's coming out at a different time. So I choose different times. Here, this has got a picture of me on it. And we're talking about, it's still the same link. It's still for my AAI. So I've been using Buffer to post for my AAI stuff, and have like 5 different platforms like LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest, or TikTok. I can have 5 connected up, and $5 a month to have 5 platforms. And then you can post more posts in your month as well. They give you like 200 posts a month. It's huge to really get yourself recognized online. And the whole thing about marketing online is we need people to see us. And if we post something onto posting until next Monday, nobody will see our post. And we wonder why social media doesn't work. And so I've been teaching all of my clients to make sure you get on, and I know that's free and does such a good job of posting. You can try Sprout Social for free for 30 days, but then they want you to pay for it, and it connected up a month. They've got a way more things that they do than Buffer does. You can go on there and you can manage all your social media communications right from Sprout Social. So you only have to go to the one spot, ads or your posts from that same platform. So that's why you end up paying more for that.
Yeah.
But if you don't mind going to your own individual platforms and responding to each of the posts on there, that's, totally. I'm going to look in the chat here. So you're getting ready to do another live. Awesome. On the 16th of July. Great. Oh, darn, I'm going to be out of town. I'm in Calgary driving. Have to pick up my granddaughter. She's on that week, and I have to pick her up in the morning, and then we'll be driving 3 hours from Calgary back here. Oh, man. So, darn. That's great. Any other questions about Buffer? So you just go to buffer.pop-up. That will say try it free for 14 days. And what it does is it gets you into their top program. And then after 14 days, they'll charge you because they'll have you leave your credit card or whatever, your bank X out of it in the top right corner, and it'll go away. And then you can just set up the free platform and just have the 3 channels and try it out for free for a while and get used to it before you want to even consider doing a paid. That I used was Hootsuite. And when I first started using it, I thought it was great. But then I was introduced to Sprout Social and I realized Hootsuite is not that great. So it's the best platform of all the platforms I've tried out there. But this Buffer is the next to it, the next best platform to experience. So if there aren't any other questions about Buffer, I'm going to leave Buffer. And, oh, what was the other thing I wanted to show you? Was Buffer? Canva. Okay, great. We'll go into Canva. All right. So I'm going to go. I might have to stop sharing. Can you see my screen anymore? Different? It should have a yellow across the top.
Nope.
Okay, so I have to stop my share and then reshare this new, because I usually have multiple, what'd you call it? Multiple search engines up there. Okay, so this is, and this is so easy to just use it. You can use it on the free. And I'm really big about making sure that all my people know how to use some of these platforms and be able to use them on the free. So I'm going to continue with email. There we go. Continue. Once you start using it for a while, motorcycles. Motorcycles? Okay, there's one, and there's one. Okay. Okay, log in. Oh, I guess I have to fill out the password. Okay. I have everything in my book. There we go. So I'm going to create a design. Click on create a design. And you know it's your own account because I want you to make sure you fill out all the information and have your headshot. So when you see your head count, and we're going to do thumbnails. There we go. So YouTube thumbnail is what I usually choose. See all this stuff they've got? There's all kinds of stuff. If it has a crown on it in the corner, that's a pro in order to use these pro ones. But look at all the free ones. Like there's tons of free ones that you can use. And you just work through and you find the free ones that you can use. You can go in. So let's say you want to go in to use this one, right? And so you want to change it. So what's the title? Type in the chat. What's the title of your next workshop? Your next
I have to look.
Let's dream one up. Early morning art adventure. Okay. Not room for, okay, let's try it, M-O-R-N-I-N-E. So we're gonna just shrink it down a little bit. It's a little bit too big. There we go. And early morning art adventure. Whoops, no. It's too big, so we're gonna shrink it down so it fits in that spot. There we go, look at that. And so what are we gonna put here? Art, PJs, and coffee. Do you want to do that?
Okay.
You want to do that? Okay, so now we can change the headshot here, or you can just stay with that one there because nobody can really see what it just looks like she's holding a phone. That headshot, or you can replace it, put your own headshot in there, right? So then we can save this early morning art adventure, art, PJs, and coffee. I think that is so cool. I love it. So you could just save that automatically. So then when you go to your home page, so I'm going to go to home, and then I can go to my projects, your projects. Look at, there it is. Yeah. Only they've got best gaming experience. They don't have the new one saved on there yet. Isn't that cool? So then I know all these things that I have used to create new thumbnails. And I love thumbnails because they work on Facebook, they work on YouTube. They're just great all around thumbnails to use. So you just get in on the free, sign up, make sure you fill out your whole profile, and then just click on thumbnails, your program, any program. So I'm going to go, let's see here. Let's see, I'm going to go into my Keep program here and go into my marketing, because this is my emailing platform that I use. Go into marketing, and then I'm going to go into email broadcast. I'm going to go to my legendary builder. I'm going to get started and go to my templates, because I've got some templates that are, you can do this on your MailChimp as well. And I can use this template, choose the template I want to use. And I want to make sure that I choose the owner. There, and save that. And I'm going to add the people I want to send it to. And then I'm going to put a subject line. And I'll fix the subject line, but before I do that, I'll fill all the rest of it in later. But I'm going to take this image and I'm going to put this down here. And I've got a bunch of images that I've already used, that I've made for different images, and I can make it into a GIF if I want to. And oh, I got to show you this. This is what I looked like when I was 17. It's an old picture. It's not a very good picture. But I'm wearing my, I don't have to go with that picture. I can take a different picture. So I just can delete and I'll go look for another picture. So I'm going to draw this image down here again, and I'm going to browse. So I can browse my computer for images that I want to use. So I'm in my 5 billion sales programs. Let's find one I want to use. Meeting the Good Life. Let's try this one, see what that one looks like. Oh, it didn't upload. Okay. See if this one will upload. Sometimes they're a little bit too big to upload to my, yeah, it's not going to upload. So then I'll just go through the ones that I've done before. And I'll walk through and see what I can find. So here's a GIF. This works really well. And then you can adjust the size of your picture right here. You see that?
Yeah.
So if you want it, I like my pictures to be big. And so you make it up as a GIF on your Canva. So if we want to create a GIF with the one that we created just now. Oh, where did it go? Best gaming experience. My projects. Okay, so you know Canva really well. That's good. So you just go back in and find the one that you've done and that you've set up for yourself, and you can turn it into a GIF. So you know how to make a GIF? I'm going to go ahead and walk through building a GIF so that other people can understand how to do it. So this is LinkedIn Turbochargers, 6 LinkedIn things you need to do every day. So that's what we did last week. So this week we're going to do oh, it's not going to work. So how-tos for Buffer and Canva, and I'm going to put the date on here. This is July the 11th of 22. There we go. So now I'm going to make it into, I'm going to animate it. And so I'm going to choose, I'm going to get out of it altogether so that I can choose an animation. Let's see. And if it has a crown on it, that means it's not a free one. I guess you know that already.
Right.
So let's do this sleek one. And I usually adjust the timing on it to a little bit faster. So I usually move it down a second so that it comes every 4 seconds. It's on share. And I'm going to go, then you click, you have to make sure you've got the right format, download. And they want MP4, but I always go down to the GIF, and then you download your GIF. And it's downloading, you can see right up here. And as soon as it finishes downloading, then it lets you know, and you can grab that and save it. So I'll save it into my LinkedIn Turbochargers file. There it goes. There we go. So I'm going to go LinkedIn Turbochargers. This is the, okay, July 11th, 2022. How to use Canva and Buffer. I'm going to save. There we go. So when it comes time for me to upload that, to put it on as a thumbnail on my YouTube recording tonight, I have this all done and ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
So have you done GIFs before? No? Okay. Have you posted any articles on LinkedIn yet? Okay.
Many.
Okay. And how are you with doing just regular posts? You got 10 articles? Oh, 17 articles. Cool. Boy, that is really cool. So I'm going to look at your notes and see if there's any more questions here. Good for you. It really makes my heart sing when I see my clients or students using the platforms that I teach them to use, because I know that you'll get so much more benefit from you. Ken, so you've set up your YouTube channel. Okay, that's great. Because now you know you can have one YouTube channel that has multiple channels within that one channel, right? So you don't set up a whole bunch of different channels. I figured out how to do it by just Googling. I went to YouTube and I looked for videos on how to set up multiple channels under one channel. And that's how I figured out how to do it. Okay, so you got 50 videos, awesome. You got 4 YouTube channels. Are they all under one channel? So that you only have one place that you have to go, and then you just have to choose which channel you're going to publish on. So my channel that I send to everybody, my YouTube Turbochargers, LinkedIn Turbochargers, is in one channel that has all 3 of my. Yes, you can have different email addresses for each one too. You should be able to do that. Anyway, it's something to think about so that you simplify. I'm always about one-to-many, reaching out to as many people as I can and simplifying, trying to simplify the best. Got much more of my time, because your time, this minute that we're talking right now will be gone and it will never come back. So I want to use do as much as I can with my time that I've got. Yeah. Do you have any other questions? We've only been doing this. Okay, I'm going to stop my share and I'm going to go into LinkedIn, share my LinkedIn screen. Oops, let's see here. There, I think I got my LinkedIn screen. So here's Lee. Is going back through my network. So if you click on my network, I'm going to move some of these windows aside here. And you go into your connections and endorse people. Huge, huge, huge. So last week we talked about the 6 things that you need to do, right? Number 1, you invite people to connect. Number 2, you thank people for connecting. Number 3, you congratulate and wish happy birthday. You, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, you endorse people. And number 5, you send, you thank people for visiting your profile. So you check out who's visited your profile. Messaging tab that's way down here in the bottom right-hand corner. So you can scroll down and you take this tab at the far right-hand side that's and go down as far as you can go until about 1 week out. And when they get to be 2 weeks out, then I make sure that they're endorsed. So this says show more results. So I can go that you're connected to. You just keep pulling this tab back. So I did 54 endorsements today. Getting caught up because I got a little bit behind in my endorsements. So here's, we're back here to 2 months ago, right? And so you right click on their name and you open up the link in a new tab. I'm sure that I've already endorsed this person if they have endorsements. Is that there's a few people on here that don't have skills listed, and so you can't endorse them. And it's really sad. The person has been endorsed, but I could go in and I could endorse her for a couple of more things if I wanted to. And I think I've explained before, when you endorse people, what LinkedIn does is it shows you to more people your network. And you know all the people that you see listed in your network that you could just click buttons and connect or view or follow. I go through those pretty much every day and invite, that's all I have time to do. But on Mondays and Fridays, I have more time at to do my LinkedIn stuff. And so then I will invite 25 to 30 people each of those days. And then I'll follow up endorsements. So you go in and you endorse these people. And then once you endorse them, you thank them, you give them a little message. And this is where you need to use SurveyMonkey. Have you used SurveyMonkey and set up a survey? Well, maybe we should look at SurveyMonkey then. Let's see if we can get SurveyMonkey open. SurveyMonkey. Got to log in. Can you hear me okay? Hey, Richard. So
hello.
I'm just going to log into my SurveyMonkey here. And you click next and my password. I haven't been in this for a while. It looks like it's opening up. So you can go into your SurveyMonkey and it's welcome back, Christine, it says. So I can upgrade to a paid platform if I want to at any time. And so let's see, what am I going to create in my survey? Oh, can you hear me okay? I keep getting this little sign flashing up that says low system. So you can have 1 question, 3 responses, 1 question. So let's see. Let's start from scratch. Survey name. Category. No, let's see. And my questions are already written. I can buy targeted responses if I want to, but I never do that. I just set them up free. And let's see, my questions, one question at a time, classic. So then I can set up my questions. So I can, question number 1. And we'll set it up as a multiple choice, or we can set it up as a multiple choice. Yeah. So number 1. No, we'll change the question. Best. Oh, they're going to have a choice. So we can leave it at that. And then we're going to go to the next question. So we can score the question. I have to move pictures out of the way here. Okay. Then we're going to go to the next question. Save. And we're going to go to the next question. Error saving this question. Okay, what was the error? Nope, that's not what I want. Well, this will make it easier. I didn't realize we could do this. No, I like those questions we had before better. But you get the idea. You have to experiment a little bit with what you want to add on here. And you can add another answer option or add none of the above answer option. And then you can go to the next question, or you can just save this. Survey about pretty much anything. There's another survey platform, but it's a paid platform. It's called Surveo. I use Surveo. I like Surveo, but I just was wanting to show you guys MailChimp because. Are there any questions? Did you have a question down here? And to learn how to use it properly and to get your questions all answered, you go to YouTube and just search how to set up SurveyMonkey.
Can you hear me now?
So you can do
I can hear
done,
you.
but I don't want to do done. I want to go back and finish it. And I'll probably do that after we finish the session today.
So you can still not hear me?
So you have to do learning with everything. It's not easy to just go in and fix. And I've got so many windows showing up here that I'm confusing myself here with all the windows I'm having to watch. So we can set up another question. I can enter another question. Oh, it's jumping all over the place on me. My computer is not doing very well because of the internet.
So what's the question about?
So there's all different choices that you can make here. You can have multiple row responses. You can have columns and enter column labels. You can use weights and measures. You can add other kinds of answer options. So it's all
Well,
about
my
how you
question-
want more actions.
My question is more
And then
directed
once
at-
you're finished your survey at the end, they give you a URL that you can copy, and then you can save that URL in your Word document that I keep telling everybody about. That then you can just go in and click on that survey and use it when you're doing them to complete this little simple survey. And the way to figure out surveys to write is to go online and check surveys. So if you want to do financial surveys, there's all kinds of financial surveys that you can find, health and wellness. So you can copy surveys, questions from surveys that you find online.
Well done.
So I'm going to make note for myself, and I'm going to set up a survey for next week so that I can show you guys what a finished survey is like. I'm going to see if I can find one of my surveys here. I know I've got them in here. I just haven't used it for a while. Oh, there's recommended questions. There's previously used questions. There's all categories: community, customer feedback questions, customer satisfaction, demographic, resources, industry specific, just for fun, market research. There's all kinds of different topics here that we can be using to help us be able to set up our surveys. And the reason I want us to set up build their email list. So when people complete a survey, you can, and that's another thing that we'll set up, is a way for people to fill out a form. When they fill out the survey, then they will automatically go into this form, and you can add them to your email right here on MailChimp that people have to fill out.
Just finishing my group.
Our time is almost gone here. Are there any other questions?
What? You have
Thank
a
Looking at
you.
the notes here.
question you started down here? One that has purely product based?
No, I still can't hear you, Martina.
Okay.
Okay. If there, Richard, did you have a question?
You can't hear me.
No, I can't hear you either. Jeepers, what's going on? Maybe it is my computer.
Richard, can you hear me?
Okay, can you hear me now?
I can
Can you hear me now?
I hear you all the time.
Okay, you try and talk.
Oh, you can hear me too?
I can hear both of you.
Okay. Oh, that's
Wow.
awesome. Thank
I
you.
don't know what's going on with this system here. Why I can't hear you guys, but you can hear me, right?
Well, I noticed Zoom.
No, I can't
Yes.
hear you guys. I see mouths moving, but I can't hear what you're saying. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to stop my. Well, I'm glad at least you guys can hear me. So we can save this recording. Awesome. Bye, Martina.
Bye.
Richard, could you hear Martina?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Just type in the messages chat in the chat box.
Mhm.
You can hear me, but you couldn't hear Martina at all.
No.
Oh, you could hear her. That's awesome. I know. Why can't I? If you don't mind taking a few minutes working with me here to see if we can figure out what's going on. Okay, I'm switching it back to same as system. And I'm going to test. Okay, I'm going to plug this in. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? You can hear me still? I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
So you can still hear me. Wow. I don't know what to do. Okay, let's talk on the phone.
Hello.
Richard,
Hi.
I'm sorry, I don't know what's going on with my computer, why I can't.
I don't know.
You guys can't hear me. Or you guys can hear me, but I can't hear you guys. Strange.
Yeah. Keeps having one strange thing or the other go on.
Yeah, I haven't done anything to my system. I haven't changed anything or any settings on my system. We had a power outage the other day, but I have power outages all the time, but it doesn't usually affect Zoom.
Yeah. For
Mhm.
3 weeks, a month or more, every call, the notification comes. Then anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes later, another thing comes that says, oh, disregard that last message.